Good morning, guys. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for being able to have me in. Just want to get some technical things. I have to record this stuff to show my wife I really came. Y'all know how that came. Let me see the video. I'm so excited to talk to you guys. And in the interest of time, I made some notes because I don't want to go over and you guys got to get going. But my background, I'm a sports psychology consultant. And I've been on fish for 10 plus years. And having an opportunity to get in front of you officials is very important to me. Let me tell you why. Whether I'm with a Division I athlete, elite player, in the Pistons practice, or talking to some general managers from the NBA, that's great. But officials are so important to me and my research. You know why? Because you're the stepchildren of sports. I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean it if you have stepchildren. But nobody cares about you till they need you. And when they need you bad. And like they say, you know, you want an attorney, you want a shark. And when you want them to go after the blood. But here's what I want to say to you guys today. Even though we're in a society where it's clear that there's been a deterioration of the moral fiber and whatnot, it's really important to note this, guys. Nobody's coming to help you. I know MHSA is really down as it relates to other officials, but there's not going to be an influx of great officials coming in tomorrow. That's the reality. But the other part of that is being with an organization like Refs R Us, someone like a great leader like Rashawn who has a vision and wants to help you guys develop should be something that can help you. Now, here's the thing I want to say. There's a term in the Norwegian culture, and you pronounce it forleske, and it refers to that feeling that there is no word to describe it. And that's the feeling you guys have as being former athletes and still being out here right now. You can't describe why you do what you do, and you can't try to explain it, but I'm here to tell you this one part too. You don't have to. You don't have to try to make someone understand why you will come, because we know there's money involved, but it's not the money. You come because there's a passion inside of you and there's a responsibility you guys have as guardians of the game. Okay, we see society having all these issues, all these crazy things we see on TV about what's happening with the officials and parents. The reality is this, from a psychological standpoint, people are bringing all their outside issues to the game. And actually, it's a compliment to you guys. You know how? Because they know they can say and do a lot because you're going to be a professional. They know they can say and push the envelope with you because you're going to remain a professional. They watch you and they see you, but I'm here to remind you, you have to keep doing that. Now, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a fireman, whether you're an EMT, whatever it may be, those things are so important. But just like a soldier, we don't really know the importance of it, and we can't put a price tag on that. Now, you can ask for more money, but let's be honest, can they really pay you what you're worth? So that's why I'm here to tell you this, gentlemen. It's really about focusing on being efficient over being understood. Being efficient over being understood. Because that person who's in the crowd, they're in the crowd for a reason. They're not on the bench. They're not coaching. They're in the crowd for a reason as a spectator because they don't have what it takes to be in your shoes. So though you may not have people saying, great job, ref, you did a good job, support each other. Through a great organization like Refs R Us, I followed his business model for a decade plus. And then he talks about his business model and how he does things. It's not to disparage any other organization, but you guys all know this is a great opportunity right here. So with that being said, I want to share a few more things before we get out, guys. And I want to make sure I cover these things right. When you talk about the military, I'm a former Marine reservist, and I really was happy to serve. But I knew it was very important that what we talked about in the Marines, that we were the few and the proud. It was just a small number, but we were elite. But the reality is this, you guys have to be that same elite core group to support each other. You have to be there to support each other when the crowds are wild. And just like elite athletes and just like elite members of the military, you guys share the same characteristics. You guys are athletic. You guys don't get subs. You play the whole game, right? Also, there's a moral aspect to what you do, and there's a knowledge piece too, because you know what you're talking about. But I'm here to add this last part too. You got to be that not just in the game, but at the gas station. You got to be that not just in the game, but at the grocery store. Because when you stand and show that in the community, that's what's going to make people back off when it's time for you to make a call. So you can't just be a great ref today. It has to be a lifestyle. And when you adopt that lifestyle, it's going to be easier for you to make that call without worrying about the comeback and what's going to happen with that. Now, I'm not going to leave you without any extra things to help you with. When I work with the greatest athletes, whether it's a kid at Michigan State who's getting ready to go pro or talking to someone in somebody's combine, the reality is this, there are 12 rules of flow that I'll briefly go over before we get you guys out there to have a great day. And the first one is goal setting. You guys got to have personal and professional goals. Whether it's you working on growing your business Are you working on developing things in your relationship? And I'll challenge you to write those goals down, because there's huge statistics that say when you write the goals down, they're going to be closer to coming to fruition. Then the imagery part too. We got long drives from Standish, from Lake City, from Battle Creek, from Detroit. Use that time to imagine how you want your day to be and take it to the next rule of flow, which is a mental rehearsal. How are you going to respond to that irate parent that's going to say something out of order to you? You can mentally rehearse this so you can end up responding and not reacting. And the difference between responding is reacting is that you're going to take a moment and you're going to remain in control. Also, the positive self-talk. You can do that amongst yourselves. Hey, man, you did a great job out there. Support each other at those times out, okay? It's been said positive self-talk is so important because it helps you stay in the right frame of mind, okay? Maintaining proper motivation. What is it that you're working towards? Keep that visual out there, what you're trying to accomplish, not just in the day that you rep from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., but when you leave here and when you're with your family and loved ones. Breathing relaxation techniques. I can't say that enough. Take a moment to breathe. In that time out, when you get together, look at each other and challenge each other to take a deep breath. Right now on the count of 3, we'll all take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Now this time, when you take a deep breath, guys, I want you to breathe in all the positive things you want in your life and blow out the negative. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. You deserve that. Those elite athletes are doing it, and so do you. Do that at the halftime. Do that when you're taking a break. Concentration. I know it's really important. You have to make that call based on what you see. So focus on staying locked in. When you get between those lines, I know you do it already, just stay locked in, because half the things these crazy people are saying, you're not even going to hear. You're going to block it out so it doesn't matter because you're focusing on what's going on right here. Quick concentration exercises. You can count backwards from 100 every night before you go to bed. I do with my daughters sitting right there in their bed, and I count backwards. You can open up a book and count every word on the page, because that small second that you're focusing on counting another word helps strengthen that mental muscle. We work out, but we got to strengthen the mental muscles too. Emotional control. Easier said than done. You're going to go 12 hours with people saying the craziest, most outlandish stuff to you, but I here to beg you, continue to have that emotional control. All right, I know, guys. I know it's not easy, but continue to say, I'm going to have emotional control, and I'm going to walk out of here with my dignity intact. Also, confidence. Have the confidence knowing you made the call, you know what the call is, and we're moving on. Now, part of your job is to make sure the game stays in flow and things work out, but have the confidence that once you make that call, that's the call, and we're going to move on. And you can worry about fixing something later, but right now, in the present moment, we're going to be confident in what we do because we know our business and not the guy who wants to come in just to see his son every now and then play, okay? A few more things. Forming healthy habits. I'm not here to judge anyone's lifestyle because I got my own challenges I work on too, but we know if we get a good night's sleep, we're going to be better for that long day. If we eat the right things on the way down, we're going to have a better day going. So let's just work on forming these healthy habits because you're out here with elite athletes. You're an elite athlete yourself, and you may be 10 times twice as old as these guys. But you got to have these healthy habits to help you compete and stay locked in. A few more things, getting quality sleep. You know you got a big day. Friday nights are the universal night to hang out. Hey, I got to shut it down, man. I got to run with these horses in the morning. Get you some rest, okay? There was a time we can go off a few hours. But hey, as we get older, we don't need that. And the last thing I'll say as I wrap up is striving under pressure. Striving under pressure. We always talk about, I just want to survive. I just want to keep my head above water. Well, I'm here to tell you guys, you're in the point that when it gets down to that last part of the game and you know it's going to be a big call one way or the other, that's your opportunity to shine. Now, like Sean said, it's not about your name. It's not about you guys, but you have to know that when it comes to that pressure situation, you can make the right decision and you can strive under pressure. You're like, I'm ready for it. Bring it on, especially when you got competing teams. We're looking at the playoffs in the NBA right now. The more competitive the teams, the closer it's going to be at the end, and you know that's coming. So I already know when that pressure situation comes, you're going to be confident, you're going to make the right call, and you're going to move on and go from there. So with that, I won't keep you guys, but I will tell you this. I am committed to Refs Are Us. I'm committed to all the great things Rashawn is doing, and I got to tell you, I haven't seen anything like this around. And this is not just because he's saying, as a matter of fact, he's not even here. You got a great opportunity here, and I think the more you invest in a great opportunity, the greater you guys are going to be, the greater your opportunities are going to be. And I am here to be a resource for you. So whether I see you here in the Lansing area, in Detroit, anywhere throughout the state, pull me and say, hey, man, you're one of my guys, so I'm invested in you, and you guys are my clients right now. Hey, you want to have a talk? You want to have a word? That's part of it right here, and I'm here to invest in you. But again, you guys are guardians of the game. Everyone outside this room doesn't get that, but that's okay. And they couldn't pay you what you're worth. And they say the highest level of philanthropy, the highest level of giving back is giving in an unknown way. They don't know about what you're giving, but you know. I appreciate you guys. Best of luck. Keep going and keep growing the game and protecting the game. And thanks for having me, okay? All right. I think that's it. Sean took off on us, huh? We made the time. All right, good. See you, baby. Good. Take care. All right, great. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, baby. I'm here for you. All right, good.